I'm Luke Summerhays, and I love Cetoddle. I've always been a big fan of cryptids. A Loch Ness monster or a Bigfoot can always grab my attention, and if I can tie a Pokemon to an obscure myth from some corner of the world, I always will. Some of my favourites, though, are when through researching a Pokemon, I learn about a cryptid that's brand new to me. Cetoddle and Cetitan are often compared to the Ningen. Ningen is the Japanese word for a human, but in this case it's also the name of a mysterious creature supposedly sighted on Antarctic whaling expeditions. White in colour, sometimes they apparently resemble human beings with missing or extra limbs, though the most famous image is just a big pale face with 2 legs underneath. Originating from a creepypasta on 2chan, the anonymous Japanese message board, the creature is well known in its country of origin. Alas, like most modern conspiracy theories, rather than being a harmless belief of hippies, this one may be tied to right-wing narratives, in this case that Japan should be allowed to engage in more whaling. Cetoddle is a round little creature found in the snowy mountains of Paldea. Pokemon Violet tells us, "It lives in frigid regions, in pods of 5 or so individuals. It loves the minerals found in snow and ice." With a spherical body and stubby limbs, it could easily pass for an enemy from the Mario or Kirby games. Cetoddle is a pure ice type, and while strange, and with a passing resemblance to the Ningen, it is cute. The name, Cetoddle, combines toddle or waddle, the clumsy walk of a young creature, with cetacean, the order of mammals which contains whales and dolphins. The Japanese name, similarly, is Arukujira, combining the Japanese words for walk and whale. Pokemon Scarlet explains, "This species left the ocean and began living on land a very long time ago. It seems to be closely related to whalemer." Whales evolved from land mammals to return to the sea, their closest living relatives being the hippos. The idea of a group evolving back to living on the land is a fun little concept on which to base an urban myth, or indeed a Pokemon. When exposed to an ice stone, Cetoddle stops toddling and starts stomping, when it evolves into Cetitan. Cetitan is a bigger, bulkier, spikier version of Cetoddle. The various spikes are reminiscent of the narwhal, a whale famous for its long tusk, which in historical times was often sold as a unicorn horn. The mouth, meanwhile, is similar to that of the various baleen whales. Pokemon Scarlet tells us, "This Pokemon wanders around snowy, icy areas. It protects its body with powerful muscles and a thick layer of fat under its skin." While Pokemon Violet tells us, "Ice energy builds up in the horn on its upper jaw, causing the horn to reach cryogenic temperatures that freeze its surroundings." The name Cetitan combines cetacean this time with titan. Along with the Japanese name Hulkujira, it suggests that this one is a hulking titan, a larger, more monstrous beast. And that's true. Cetitan is the signature Pokemon of Grusha, one of the strongest gym leaders in Paldea, and with the abilities Thick Fat or Slush Rush, Cetitan can make itself a force to be reckoned with. Between Scarlet and Violet introducing these guys, and Avatar the Way of Water introducing the Tulkun, 2022 was a good year for weird sci-fi whales. Too bad humans in the real world didn't stop hunting whales after the feudal periods of Spain and Japan, but instead continued to kill these majestic creatures to this very day. Music for Luke Loves Pokemon is composed by Jonathan Cromie. Artwork for the show is by Katie Groves. Writing, producing, and editing is by me, Luke Summerhays, while funding is provided by lovely listeners at patreon.com/podcastiopodcastius. Our next Pokemon will be Veluza and Dondoza, so if you have any thoughts about those or any other monsters, hit me up with a DM or an email to lukelovespkmn@gmail.com. If you like this podcast, please rate and review wherever you're listening, or tell a friend. And if you want to hear more Pokemon chatter from me, come by twitch.tv/lukelovespkmn from 9 PM UK time. And even if you don't feel like doing any of that, thank you so much just for listening. I love Cetoddle, and remember, I love you too.